Welcome to your tarot reading 11/11. Let's get a message for you guys today. This weekend feels very unstable. I'll use that word. So I feel like you may be dealing with a person that is unstable right now, specifically mentally, but I feel like emotionally too. So you get the Magician card here at the bottom of the deck. So the overall energy, let's start with that, is Justice in reverse, meaning that you're dealing with a karmic situation just right off the bat. Justice represents the justice system, and so you might be dealing with somebody in court or even out of court, something that maybe was going to go to court. You may be dealing with something that there's some kind of contract. Here we have the Pentacles, so some kind of financial contract between you and a person. But I feel that for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with some kind of spiritual contract with the person. And I feel that the overall energy is all over the place. I'm just going to be serious. The overall energy of this weekend is all over the place. And as I look up, there's a polar bear on my screen, on my TV screen, and also 68 and 58. So it's like almost mirroring numbers, but not quite. And I'm going to tell you, the polar bear is an energy of spirit, of universe, of a higher power. I'll tell you in a second about an incident I had today that was also very similar to me looking up and seeing a polar bear. But you're dealing with something that got dealt with in this way of karma and universal law, and somebody might have done something to you that was karmically, like they manifested karma from it. Okay, because we have the Magician card. And we have this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, which doesn't make sense, but it doesn't make sense because it's your energy. And in your energy, you're very protected, but you're protected for a reason. You're protected because you're spiritually in alignment. You're protected because your heart is in the right place. You're protected because you did what was right, period. Okay. And I feel like the opposite is true for this person. And that is what you're dealing with, their karma. So, a few hours ago, before recording this video, I had my Ring camera go off. And I went out there and I didn't see anything, and I thought that was strange because there was motion. It specifically said that. And I looked around, and then I looked down. So at the very front of my house, there's this landing. So there's stairs and a landing, and there was a snake there. So this is the second snake that I've seen at my house. And I looked it up on Google, and it was a king snake. So the snake, it was actually very beautiful in the sort of color sequence, or the coloring of the snake. And it was like a baby snake, so it didn't seem to be threatening. It was very pretty. But at the same time, I don't like snakes, so I didn't like it. I didn't like that it was at my house. So I saw it go underneath the house, and I was like, oh great, there's a snake under my house now. And so I call up to my neighbor, and he runs over, and I was like, there's a snake right there. Do you see it? And he's like, where? He's all excited. And then he sees it, and he's like, wow, that's a beautiful snake. And I tell you, the first snake I saw here at my house was also equally as beautiful. It actually had like this fluorescent line going down the middle of it. This one had stripes. It was like orange, white, black, orange, white, black, that kind of color pattern. And so anyways, I asked him if he could get it like from where it was and just like throw it over the side of the hill, because I didn't want it there. I don't want it to go back under my house. It just makes me feel a certain way. So he did, and we caught it, and it ended up falling in front of a cherry tree that I had planted, and it stayed there. It was weird, like it didn't go anywhere, it just stayed there. But anyways, when I looked it up, the spiritual meaning of that is the shedding of skin. So I feel like that's what a lot of us are doing. We're shedding skin, and we're having a transition of a time that we're in into a new time. So, and you guys are feeling it. A lot of times it feels very uncomfortable. As I look up at my TV screen, it's the inner mechanics of a clock, which I was also channeling earlier, which is interesting. But the time is 10:03, so maybe a synchronicity, and also 68. And the name on there is David. Okay, so anyways, what I'm feeling right now is that we're going through a transition where this is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. And I feel that a lot of us have been on a journey of self-healing, right? But also it's like a life journey of maybe going through a lot of traumas, lessons that we signed up for, and then healing, and then coming back to help others on this journey. And so there's a lot that you have put into this. There's a lot that that you are being rewarded for, where other people are not in the same place as you, right? So like, you're not having such a difficult time. You might have signs show up, such as what I just talked about, and it might make you feel a certain way, but it's also symbolic of something, and it's a sign for you, and it's for you to understand, what's going on. But other people are actually going through it, and that's quite different. So that's what I feel like we're going to be reading into for this reading. What this person that you may be wondering about, somebody that is on your mind. And here it is, ego death. Okay, so, ooh, yeah. I feel that you moved away from a person, and there was a cycle that was ended, and maybe this cycle repeated over and over. It was like this person was maybe somebody that requires a lot of reassurance, is the word I get. But also it's like energetically somebody that is always sort of needing something from you, wanting something from you. And I feel that you were in a connection with this person. As I look at the deck, I get the Tower card here. So you might have been in some kind of connection with this person, but you moved away from this person, and I feel that it had to do with this person's ego. Maybe you saw a lot of things about this person, and you knew that they needed to grow up, or they needed spiritually to match you, because they just weren't matching you. I also see Robbie, now Brandon, and it says Brandon Falls. So again, somebody right now is falling. Somebody is having a tower moment. We get the swords, the card, two sword cards here, the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So I feel that this person, I almost, again, feel that is a karmic link to something directly related to something this person did to you, okay? And I feel that if you sort of just walked away and maybe you spoke your piece to them, but you walked away nonetheless. But you also might have just thought to yourself it's not worth it, or maybe you tried several times and this person just wasn't listening. They weren't making any effort to better themselves or to heal themselves or to see anything different. It reminds me, or it feels like, a very stubborn energy. Now the name is Kevin. Okay, so the Queen of Swords. You're gonna get clarifiers. Yeah, this person like cut you, but they really cut themselves, and it's a double-edged sword here with the Queen of Swords. This is a person that maybe their words were very sharp. Maybe they didn't think about how penetrating is the word I get their words were to you. Maybe it was something that echoed in your mind that was a big, huge turnoff for you with this person. And so maybe you just didn't even want to give this person the time of day. Like you just didn't even have it in you to have a conversation with this person, like to end it. It just already ended because of something they said. But specifically for others of you, it's something they did. I see Ace on the TV now, which I feel that the aces for you are about moving forward or moving on, or a new beginning, right? Which is the same thing as rebirth and having an end to something. So here for this person, there's an energy of them not being able to get up. And I'm going to read into that because we understand this person's situation now. And I feel like this all happened when you moved away. Look at all these cards of you moving away. Intuitively, you felt something. And it might have been this person causing like conflict, and you just felt like it was coming out of left field. It made no sense to you. And so you might have left this person like on, like you just didn't want to deal with them. You might have blocked them. But this person, since that, has had this death energy. And I don't even have to look any further because I know what these cards are going to say. But basically, some decision that was made here that karmically linked whatever's going on for this person now. So let's read into that. As I say that, I have this kink in my neck. So Dustin is the name now. Okay, so we got this card, the 8. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it's 10:10 on the clock. So here, though, I'm just going to show you the picture. It's something that is being highlighted. We'll say that with the 10 energy, but specifically the 8 has to do with karma, and then specifically this person is praying. So I feel like this person is on their knees, they're surrendering to something. The 7 of Wisdom, this person is looking for answers, but that's also wisdom would be the swords, and these cards are different because there is sword energy, but still, like in traditional tarot, wisdom is sword. So it looks like somebody's at the window here looking in, and there's this wise man, and he's reading, and there's a lot of knowledge here on someone's part. And I feel that it's your part. You hold knowledge, you hold some kind of piece to the puzzle for this person in them understanding why this is coming over them. There's this energy that's coming over them in all aspects of life. If you look at all the layers, it's justice up here with the overall energy, right? This, generally speaking, is the energy of the person, right? And somebody left, but it's like when somebody leaves something open, wide open, and you can come back to that situation and anything could happen, and it's like the worst possible thing that could happen because they just walked away from something. And then in this layer, you start off with the Wheel of Fortune, but remember, the Wheel of Fortune has many meanings because it speaks of the 4 seasons. So you can be in a season of receiving and everything can be beautiful, and you can be in a season of the Tower and things have gone to shit, and just being really frank, because this person like walked right into this. It's like a trap that they set for themselves. I know we have a card that depicts that, and that's the card I'm thinking of. But some kind of self-deception, self-delusion. They created this for themselves. Another tower. It's the same thing. And it doesn't matter, like, again, what layer you want to see it at in their lives. It's on all levels of their life. So in all aspects, in all areas of their life. I think it has to do with, it's like shots fired. I think it's very specific to, like, people that they care about are just coming at them. Things they care about are being destroyed. Friendships, relationships, their love life, you name it, it doesn't matter. And this person is wondering, like, what happened? How did this happen to me? And why, right? And I think that there's a lot of questions this person has here. The Squire of Swords. So that sword energy holds a lot. And the sword has to do with, again, it's the mind. So in the aspects of the human, right? But the swords are also, when they're pointed up, like if you see the Magician card to the heavens, it's spiritual knowledge, right? And this person, that's where they're at. They're seeking spiritual knowledge for where they're at because they don't understand. And it's not anything that they can go and ask for advice from a friend. It's not anything that they could even speak to a therapist about, because a therapist would tell them, well, get on this medication, or come see me once a week. And this person is desperate. This person is absolutely desperate. And this person also is thinking, like, in a week, so many things can happen. Like, my life is falling apart. There's paranoia around them. So again, there's a spiritual element to this. Here's the Nine of Shields. Like, everywhere that this person goes, a door is closing. There is no door that is open. And the interesting thing, too, that I feel for this person is that their home specifically does not feel like home to them. So when you're going through spiritual awakening, it's interesting because as you go through the chakras, you start with the root chakra, then the sacral chakra, then the solar plexus. But starting with the root chakra, it has to do with our home, security, but it also has to do with our belief systems and, like, us conforming to things, right? And we have to change so many different aspects of ourselves in order to understand, to align, to get the spiritual insight that we're seeking at this level, right? So when you're starting with the root chakra, because that's the first one that sort of goes through the cleansing or the destruction, it's going to affect the security, the home, and that has to do with, the parents and the dynamics and our upbringing and all these things and old belief systems and old ways of doing things that we have to let go of and release from in order to be able to allow for the new to come in. It's almost like you have to unlearn everything you know to truly be able to understand this. So this person is in a struggle of what they've lost, because I feel that for a lot of you guys, we're speaking of somebody that you were involved with, and so there's love lost here, right? And a lot of you guys, what's happening for this person is they're truly going through an awakening, and we all know that in an awakening nobody can help us, right? This is truly a journey of self and self-discovery and going within. So I feel like this person, though, however, thinks that you know a lot. Eduardo, oh my god, I can't even speak, is the name on the TV right now. Okay, so this person knows that you have like insight. They know that you've gone through something like this. They might have thought it was a little weird, whatever, but now that they're going through it, it's invaluable to them, like to understand what is happening to them. It feels to a lot of the people I'm tapping into, like they're shedding a layer of skin, and it's very painful to do that. It's also very painful to lose the stuff and to lose friendships and to lose a relationship, love. But I feel like that's not, Chris is on the screen now, it's not the focus for this person right now. The focus for this person right now is the spiral that they're going in. And there's a fear for this person, the World of Light in reverse. So again, they're going within, but a fear, let me see if I can pick up on this fear for this person. The Nine of Wisdom in reverse, the Two of Swords. I'm going to go back to that energy because that's going to tell us something. The Three of Wisdom, the Ten of Love, and the Lord of Wisdom. Okay, so they are thinking about, you know, a loss of love, but there's a fear that has taken over their minds. And the fear, I feel like for some of them, they might feel like they're losing their minds. Maybe some of them struggle with mental illness, and so this is like another layer of that, or a next level of it. And so they might have had history of like being hospitalized, perhaps, or they might have history of some kind of psychiatric disorder. And I feel like in the past they were able to get it under control, and this time they feel like they might not be able to. So they're wondering if that's what this is, or if it's spiritual, but it's coming over a person so strongly, and so it's like it won't go away. It's relentless. That's the word, relentless. So the Three of Swords, the Three of Wisdom, well, we know what the Three of Swords is. I feel that for this person, they did something and they know what this is. So it's the Three of Wisdom again, not the Three of Swords. But if this deck didn't have the swords, it would be the Three of Swords. But here it is the Three of Swords, or Wisdom. Oh my God. I swear I'm tired today. It's been a long day, and it's like energetically very draining day. Okay, the Three of Wisdom, where there's ice, there's snow, right? And there's a person inside looking out. So another card of the window. I feel like this person looks for you a lot. They're seeking though your wisdom here. So it's interesting because I feel like for a lot of you, you never thought this person would come to you like this. Maybe they had a really big ego and you just did not think that you would ever see them show up this way. So the Ten of Love, here's the mate to this person. So if you guys are wondering if this person is missing you, I feel like, yes, like of course they are, but this person is really in their minds right now. The Nine of Wisdom. In reverse. It's like Spirit is blocking this person from getting from getting like close to you, like you're very protected. I don't know if I said that about the Nine of Pentacles when I was reading it. I feel like that has to do with you and how protected you are during this time. You might be going through things, but not like directly like other people. So this person rolled the dice and they chose the wrong answer because we get the book here. They chose the wrong it was like the wrong way of doing something, the wrong way in the sense of a path, the wrong way in the sense of maybe a person that they went towards, or again, it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be just a decision. Let me see, what is this window? The window. Look at it's the polar bear again. I tell you, this is universe stepping in and they're guiding you away. So to this person, it doesn't look like you're coming back. And I feel like that's really playing on this person in the sense of, okay, well, I'm losing everything. Like, I've lost this person, but I'm also losing all these other things. So this person just feels like they're losing. And they also feel like they gambled. They gambled this connection. They know that a lot of this has to do with them. Okay, so here's the Tree of Life in reverse. So they're getting the evil. They're getting that snake, but the snake biting them. Or the snake talking to them. Maybe they feel delusional right now. I feel very strongly that they're just in this state of where there's a hummingbird on my screen. Peter is the name on the screen, but there's owls here. A lot of times when people are awakened, what happens is you see this death energy, and it's with Osiris, which is he's the father of death, or of Passover, when you're passing into the next life. And so they feel like they're being called, like they actually feel death everywhere around them. Remember this card. The owls are coming to them. Maybe they're seeing really strange things, supernatural kind of things. And maybe also they feel like they're being called, like in this way, like they may even die. And I feel like that's freaking this person out, like really freaking them out. Let's see what last messages we get for this. The Three of Love. See, in reverse, and then the Empress card in reverse. So this person did something. They did something specifically to you. They know what they did. And this is what they're paying for. It's very karmic. This connection is very karmic. This, the karma, the energy that they're in, Alberto's on the screen now. So they're in an energy that they know is karma. That's the only way that they can understand it. But also, they don't understand it. They're trying to understand it the best they can. And they need to seek help to understand this. So it's spiritual insight that they're looking for. And I feel like, again, a lot of them know that you are sort of this bridge to that. I feel that some of them feel too far gone, or like this is too far gone, or like this is way out of control. Like they need to seek some kind of solace is what I hear, but also some kind of help from somebody that understands this. So yeah, I feel that some of you may be hearing from this person. I didn't even see the dog. I feel like here this person might have saw you as like this very loyal person, a best friend, and whatever happened here in this situation, I feel like you're not anymore. Because you see like this person has, or sorry, the dog has his leash and his mouth, and it's like he broke away. He's not bound to this anymore. And so I feel like you have sort of set this person free. Like the only way that you're connecting with this person is maybe through memories or, you know, spiritually. But you also know that the spiritual journey, again, is everybody needs to go through it. You can't go around it, you need to go through it. I feel like this person was trying to go around it, and the only way for them to go forward is to go through it. So this is what is happening for this person right now. Okay, so that's the reading. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.